As we continue to draw closer to the return of Jesus Christ, Bible prophecy continues to unfold. Make sure to watch the video all the way through. And at the end, I'm going to elaborate a little more on what's going on.
Adams coming under fire for comments he made today that appear to oppose the separation of church and state.
Morgan McKay in the newsroom with details of exactly what the mayor said this morning. Morgan.
Stephen, Natasha, look, if you've been listening to the mayor's comments for a while now, he's been very open about his Christian faith and said around this time last year that God told him to become the mayor. But his comments recently have gone a bit farther. And today he seemed to push back on the idea of separation of church and state.
Don't tell me about no separation of church and state. State is the body, church is the heart. You take the heart out of the body dies.
Mayor Eric Adams, speaking at an interfaith breakfast at the New York Public Library, says he doesn't believe church and state can be separated since he is an elected official with faith.
I can't separate my belief because I'm an elected official. When I walk with God.
Adams even went as far as to blame everything from crime rates to low reading skills on the lack of faith in schools.
When we took prayers out of schools, guns came into schools.
This is not the first time that Adams has mixed his religion with his public job as mayor. Last week, when leaving another faith event, Adams says God chose him to be mayor, something his chief advisor Ingrid Lewis-Martin repeated on Tuesday.
Many times it's said that one has to separate church from state. But we have an administration that doesn't believe in that. We have a mayor who you will hear from shortly, who is definitely one of...
When we took prayers out of schools, guns came into schools. And it means instilling in them some level of faith and belief. Ingrid was so right. Don't tell me about no separation of church and state. State is the body, church is the heart. You take the heart out of the body dies. I can't separate my belief because I'm an elected official. When I walk with God. When I talk with God.
In Bible prophecy, the first beast that comes out of the sea is the Antichrist, the Vatican, the little horn in the book of Daniel. In Bible prophecy, the second beast that comes out of the earth is also known as the false prophet, the United States of America. The lamb-like beast with two horns, symbolizing the division of church and state. They will make an image to the first beast. The Vatican has a union of church and state. The United States is going to do the same thing in 2025. The sitting president, the head of the second beast, also known as a false prophet, is going to enforce a Sunday law. The image of the beast has been forming for years. What was prevalent in Rome? Homosexuality and the sacrificing of babies. That's also where the substituting of God's fourth commandment for Sunday observance started. So the image of the beast is a reflection of what they did in papal Rome. Homosexuality running rampant, killing babies running rampant, and now the Satan's crowning act of deception, Sunday observance. A nation speaks by its laws. And in 2025, the lamb-like beast of false Christianity is going to continue to speak as a dragon as it spits in the face of God, making its own law of Sunday observance over the 10 commandments of God, which we know contain one specific day that God blessed and sanctified in the beginning of creation. Genesis chapter 2, the Sabbath, the Lord's Day, the seventh day of the week, what we know today as Saturday. When this Sunday law is enforced, we're going to go into the Great Tribulation. And if you keep this Sunday law over the 10 commandments of God, you will receive the mark of the beast on your hand and forehead. Buying or selling will be restricted with this law. And when Jesus comes back at the end of Daniel's 70th week, he's going to throw you into the pits of hell for obeying the law of Satan. God is always talking. Are you always listening?